Luke and Logan are both doing well, but in very different ways. Logan is a 35-year-old tech founder living in a big city. He drives a Porsche, wears designer clothes, and posts photos from luxury vacations. Everyone thinks he's rich, but behind the scenes, he's stressed. His startup is burning cash, he's buried in business debt, and his money is tied up in risky investments. Luke, on the other hand, is a quiet 38-year-old graphic designer. He lives in a small town and shops at discount stores. But here's the surprise. Luke owns 3 rental properties, has no debt, and his savings grow every month. In a world that praises flashy success, Luke is quietly winning. This isn't just a story about 2 men. It's a story about a growing truth. Frugal people are secretly outperforming millionaires by playing a smarter, quieter game. Number 1. The myth of modern wealth. Today, it's easy to look rich, even if you're not. Social media is full of people showing off fancy cars, luxury vacations, and high-end gadgets. But here's the truth. Many of them aren't actually wealthy. They just spend a lot. A person can make a lot of money and still feel broke. Why? Because the more they earn, the more they spend. This is called lifestyle inflation. As income goes up, expenses go up too. Bigger homes, fancier dinners. Before they know it, they're stuck trying to keep up appearances. In fact, a recent study showed that many millionaires have most of their money locked up in investments or businesses, and less than 10% in cash. That means they often have little money on hand and lots of bills to pay. On the outside, they look rich. On the inside, they're stressed. Frugal people, however, live differently. They don't try to impress anyone. They spend less, save more, and build wealth slowly and steadily. You might not notice them, but they're often doing better than the people showing off. Modern wealth isn't about how much you earn. It's about how well you manage what you have. Number 2, frugal doesn't mean cheap. It means strategic. Many people think being frugal means being cheap, but that's not true. Being cheap is about always choosing the lowest price, even if it means poor quality or being unfair to others. Frugal people are different. They still spend money, they just do it with purpose. They ask, is this worth it? Before buying anything. Frugal people don't buy things just to impress others. They focus on value. For example, they might spend money on a good laptop for work, but skip the newest phone every year. This way of thinking is becoming more popular, especially with younger people. On social media, many young creators are showing how to live well on less, like cooking at home or investing early. Some even call it romanticizing simplicity. It's not about missing out. It's about making life lighter, smarter, and more focused on what matters. In the end, frugality is about saying yes to the right things and building a stronger future because of it. Number 3, the secret advantages of frugal living in a high-inflation world. Prices are going up everywhere: groceries, gas, rent, and even simple things like toothpaste. This is called inflation, and it's been hitting hard since 2022. While many people are struggling to keep up, frugal people are handling it better because they were already living below their means. They don't need to make big changes when prices rise. They already spend less, save more, and think carefully before buying. Frugal people also have more flexibility. They don't have big car loans or credit card debt. So when things get expensive, they don't panic. They can stay calm and focused. Even better, frugal people often have extra cash saved. So when the stock market drops or real estate prices dip, they're ready to invest while others are pulling back. That's how they grow their wealth quietly, even in tough times. A money expert recently said, frugal people are recession-proof by design. They've trained themselves to live well with less, and now that skill is a superpower. In today's high-inflation world, being frugal isn't just smart, it's powerful. While others are cutting back in fear, frugal people are moving forward with confidence. Number 4, the stealth investing game. Frugal people don't just save money, they invest it quietly and wisely. This is what some experts now call the stealth investing game. While others are chasing the latest crypto coins or risky stocks, frugal investors are doing something different. They're not trying to get rich overnight. Instead, they invest in things that grow slowly and steadily, like dividend-paying stocks, index funds, government bonds, or rental properties. These investments aren't flashy, but they work. They build real wealth over time, with less stress and fewer surprises. For example, in 2023 and 2024, many frugal people bought U.S. Treasury bonds and high-yield savings accounts while interest rates were high. These gave solid returns with almost no risk. Some also invested in REITs, real estate investment trusts, to earn passive income without owning property directly. Frugal people win because they don't waste money on things that lose value. Instead, they quietly build a strong money machine in the background. That's the power of stealth investing. No hype, no noise, just steady growth that compounds over time. It may not look exciting, but it leads to something even better: freedom. Number 5. Psychological wealth versus performative wealth. There are two kinds of wealth: psychological wealth and performative wealth. Performative wealth is the kind you show off. It's the expensive watch, the first-class ticket. It looks good on social media, but it doesn't always mean the person is financially secure. Many people with flashy lifestyles are stressed, deep in debt, or living paycheck to paycheck just to keep up. Psychological wealth is very different. It's quiet, but powerful. It means peace of mind, freedom from worry, and control over your time and money. Frugal people focus on this kind of wealth. They don't feel the need to prove anything to others. They care more about feeling secure than looking rich. Many millionaires feel broke because their lifestyle costs too much to maintain. But frugal people often feel rich because they spend less, owe less, and save more. A famous quote says, "Wealth is what you don't see." Frugal people live by this idea. They know that real wealth isn't in your clothes or your car. It's in your choices, your time, and your freedom. They're not trying to impress anyone, and that's exactly why they're winning. Number 6. Frugality is the new flex among the elite. Believe it or not, many rich people are now choosing to live simply. For them, frugality is the new flex, a quiet way of showing they're confident, smart, and in control. You might expect millionaires to wear designer clothes and drive luxury cars, but more and more of them are doing the opposite. They wear plain outfits, live in normal homes. Why? Because they don't feel the need to prove anything. Their money works for them behind the scenes. This is called stealth wealth, or quiet luxury. It's not about showing off, it's about being free. Warren Buffett still lives in the same modest house he bought in 1958. Tech investors and startup founders often wear simple clothes and drive used cars. Even Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, once said you don't need much to live a good life. For the wealthy who truly understand money, frugality isn't a sacrifice, it's a strategy. It means less stress, more freedom, and smarter choices. And now younger people are catching on too. Living simply is becoming cool again, because in the end, the real power move isn't spending money. It's knowing you don't have to. You don't need to be rich to get ahead. You just need a smart plan. Here's a simple frugal framework you can use to grow wealth quietly, just like the pros. 1. Spend with purpose, not pressure. Before buying anything, ask, do I really need this? Or, will this help me in the long run? Choose value over trends. 2. Invest early and often. Put money into things that grow, like index funds, retirement accounts, or dividend stocks. Even small amounts can grow big over time. 3. Create buffer habits. Always have a safety net. Automate your savings. Delay big purchases. Give yourself time to think before spending. 4. Keep life simple on purpose. Drive a car that runs, not one that impresses. Cook more. Spend less on takeout. Focus on what truly makes you happy, not what looks good to others. 5. Build options, not obligations. The less you owe, the more freedom you have. That's real power. Frugal living isn't about saying no to everything. It's about saying yes to the life you really want, with peace, purpose, and financial control. So ask yourself, what could you build if no one was watching? Not all rich people make noise. Some are winning quietly, living simply, spending wisely, and building real wealth behind the scenes. They don't need to show off because they've already found peace, freedom, and control. Frugal people aren't missing out. They're just playing a different game. And in the long run, it's the smarter one. A popular saying goes, money talks, wealth whispers. So next time you see someone living modestly, remember, they might be richer than they look. Maybe the real goal isn't to look rich, but to live free. The quiet rich are already winning. Are you ready to join them? Want to learn how real people are building quiet wealth and achieve financial success? Then watch this video next. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.